Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, here's a residential covered patio area, and let's go right into the overall dimensions. So overall dimensions I have here at 35'6" by 12'6". We have a height of the higher part of the ceiling here at 8'1", and then the lower section from this edge here down to the finished floor at 7'7". A couple of different dimensions for just the placement of the light fixtures. We have about 3.5 feet to the center, 5 and 11 inches to the center of this one, and then 3.5 feet over here. 6'7" center to center in this direction here, and then I have the fans placed in the center of those 4 lights here, as well as this area over here. You can see we have some posts here at 10'4", 10'3", and 11'2" over here. All right. Anything else? I think that's pretty much about it. So this particular client is looking to have just specific areas heated. So they want to heat up this area here, which is about a 9 by 10 foot area, and then this area over here, that's going to be a 13 by 10 area. We do have a TV. Obviously, we have the fans here. So those are things that we need to be concerned about in order to make the placement of the heaters. These are sliding doors on the left and right over here. And that's pretty much about it. So let's go ahead and turn these 2 areas off and look at different options that we can do. All right, so one option would be to place 3 units over here. Now I'm using the SlimLine units. This particular client did say they're about a mile away from the ocean, and we're concerned about getting the marine type units. The SlimLine are made out of extruded aluminum, at least the housing is. This face trim is 304 grade stainless, and then inside all units is the element itself as well as the reflector. The reflectors are made out of aluminum as well, so they're a polished aluminum inside. Now, would I suggest a marine grade at a mile away from the ocean? Probably not. I've seen this particular model mounted right at a pier area, and the only issue we ever came up with was there was a screw in the mounting part of the face trim, or the face plate here, that did become an issue with regards to corrosion. However, all others that I've seen that are just a few blocks away from the ocean have never had an issue that I've noticed. So probably maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now, you might have an issue with regards to screws or something like that, a mile away from the ocean. But in any case, I would probably recommend these units just because they are smaller in profile, and they don't require as much clearance when you angle the heaters, and so that's why I'm choosing this particular model here. These are 4,000 watt each unit. So as you can see here, with the round table here in the middle, we obviously are sitting out further into this area here. So another thing I should mention is the distance apart from each other. So I believe these 2 units here are 8 foot center to center, and that's centered off of the fan that I have here, and then this one here is centered on the fan itself, as well as the one in the back here, as far as the placement is concerned. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat for this particular application. You can see here we have a nice overlapping ray that goes throughout the whole dining space here, and I think that should be fine with regards to the space that they really are looking to have heated. Let's throw that back on here. So this is that 9 by 10 area, and the area here is fairly decently heated, and it's going to be evenly heated with these crossover rays here in the middle. So if you're sitting here on the end or on that end over there, you're going to feel just as warm as you would if you were over here or over here. So let's turn that off, and actually we'll turn that back on for a second and then just look at this here as well. So again, with the seating out here on the perimeter, pretty much not in the inside area over here, you would be fine as far as the heat output for that particular space. Let's see if we can come over here and get a better look at that. Sitting over here, you know, I think this would be just fine. But if you're going to plan on sitting over here, this would not be heated as well. So just bear that in mind, that this is pretty much just heating up this outer perimeter area on the left side of this patio space. So that is one option, and let's go ahead and I'm going to turn that off and look at a different option. Different option would be to place units same as I mentioned over here before, and then identical over here. So these heaters here are centered within the fan. Why would I choose this? Again, it's mainly if you were sitting over here, then the heaters would heat up the space a little bit better. However, you know, with this 13-foot distance over here, you're not going to really cover it as well. So let's go ahead and look at that footprint of heat. So the footprint of heat is going to be roughly about 10 feet wide here. And if you're sitting over here, that 10-foot edge section, let's say, or 5 foot from center, isn't going to be heated as well. But you will feel some of the warmth here. Again, on this side over here, it's only if you are, you know, planning on using or occupying that space back here against this wall area. So, and again, this would be okay. And you know, another thing I should mention is if you wanted to, you could use the C-Series model. Again, when you angle the C-Series heaters, and these are angled at 30 degrees, mounted on the ceiling, 6 inches of clearance in the back and above. So let's go ahead and look at that. This is the clearance below and the clearance above. So using the OEM bracket on the ceiling at 30 degrees down, 6 inches from this edge over here, as well as 6 inches from the edge over here. But when you mount it at 30 degrees, you're okay as long as you meet that 6 inches over here. And the minimum drop would be from this place, this position here, up is the minimum that you can actually change that angle here. You can either go 30 degrees or you can go 45 degrees, something of that nature, but you cannot go straight down against this wall here. If you did go straight down, you need to have a minimum of 18 inches of clearance on this left side. Same with over here against this beam here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the last option, and this last option is actually probably my preferred option because of the fact that all the warmth here is all uniform throughout the whole span. However, you can see that you know, we're not heating up this outer edge here very well. So, you know, the only way this would really work is if this seating position was more. Let's go ahead and grab this model here too. If that seating position was more, maybe 12 or 14 inches in from the edge of this here, then you'd be uniformly heated throughout the whole entire span, and that might be great for different occasions. You might maybe place tables throughout the whole span here, and everyone would feel the uniform heat, except if you're sitting on the edges here and over here. I do have that centered within the fan itself, and also I believe, let's go ahead and just verify this from this point here to this point here. Yeah, 6 feet center to center. And the other thing about this, however, is the fact that there is a clearance issue that might become an issue, and that is, let's pull this up here. So you can see here that this is not attached to the ceiling because the clearance above the heater itself needs to be 6 inches. So from this point here, 6 inches, over here you can see it's an 1.5 inch distance that you'd have to either put a block or extend, you know, the bracket itself. So maybe you attach this bracket to the ceiling and extend it an additional 1.5 inches by placing, you know, just a piece of steel through here, drill some holes in that steel, and use that as a attachment point, and over here you can see that is 3 1/4 inch distance, because this is a slope ceiling and these heaters really need to be level. Otherwise what happens is the element itself has a wire inside. That wire will start to droop downhill every time you turn it on and turn it off, and eventually it'll superheat on this side and self-destruct. So you do want this level, and you'd have to come up with a way to mount the unit on a slope ceiling like this. So I think that's about it, but this is probably my preferred application, just because I like uniform heat throughout the whole entire span. Let's go ahead and turn this off, turn these dimensions off, and turn the ray off for a moment. So, you know, the ray that you see on my videos here, this is infrared ray. True infrared rays are invisible to the human eye. You do not see the actual light wave that you're seeing on my video. However, you do need to be in that light wave in order to appreciate the amount of heat that's being placed outside of the heater. And what I wanted to show here basically is just what would you see if you're inside the home. You know, primarily you'll probably have a garden and, you know, view over here. So you know, you're not going to focus on the heater itself. However, you know, this would be what it would look like. And we can go over here and take a look at the other options as well. It would look something like that. We can come over here and, you know, check out this door exit point here, and you can see that you know, I don't think it really stands out in either way. Let's go ahead and put the top one back on, and you know, so you're not really seeing the heaters visually all the time, and your focus point is not going to be on the heaters. You're going to be looking out at your view here. So all right, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.